Hello, and welcome to Morning Reflections. I am your host, the FAT Mantis. I got 3 topics for you today, and the first one is about how something truly Americana has been appropriated by some very evil forces, and it's time we took it back. Now, to understand what's going on, I need to first discuss what is a man and how men are. And what men put on their body says a lot about a man. Very different men out there. Some men choose to do cosplay to feel empowered as an elf or a superhero, while others choose to get in touch with their feminine side. Sometimes behind closed doors or social occasions, they put on a dress. Some other men like to wear black silk underwear underneath their business attires and go to business meetings so that they can feel maximum secret comfort while in such a tense situation. And yet another type of man chooses to be comfortable both inside and out by donning a Hawaiian shirt. And me, like my man Hopper over here, is the latter. We are somebody who likes to put on Hawaiian shirts. Very important piece of Americana. Remember, Hawaii is America, plain and simple. And what I am, of course, referring to are the Bungalow Boys. This is a group that they may be white supremacists. I don't want to jump to that conclusion, but they certainly are a threat to America. They are hyper-libertarians who want to overthrow the government. They're not normal libertarians, they're hardcore. They actually carry assault weapons to demonstrations and such. And their main uniform is wearing military fatigue pants and Hawaiian shirts. And I'm like, does that mean I can't wear a Hawaiian shirt anymore? I mean, look at all these things. It's not just Hopper, man. Yo, look at Chip or Dale or whichever one he is. I mean, he can't wear one either. He's going to be a white supremacist symbol now? This is absolutely horrible. Now, another thing that's really, really horrible about this whole situation is they are clashing. And I don't mean power clashing. That is an ugly combination. Look at these idiots. This is totally over the top. You do not have the right to drag the Hawaiian shirt in the mud like that, man. Get some fashion sense. For the love of Christ. Oh man, if they ruin my Hawaiian shirts for the summer, I am gonna be very pissed off. And you should all be pissed off too. We need to fight against this type of evil that is destroying America. So if you can do anything, obviously don't try to engage them because they're gonna love this type of press, man. But we need to fight this idea that they can take this wonderful piece of Americana and destroy it. Moving on. Next topic in entertainment. Now, there is somebody in my life who is constantly, advising me on to what to watch. And in this pandemic world, we don't know what we're gonna watch. I don't think anyone knows what they're gonna watch. And I've been dragging my feet or watching things that are just lesser, if you know what I mean, just absolutely lesser. Until finally, in the middle of the night last night, it's like 1 a.m., and I was like, you know what, I'm finally gonna give in. I'm gonna listen to this person, and I'm gonna watch Harley Quinn on DC Universe. It's an animated comedy show, and I gotta tell you, from the opening scene, from the get-go, it is absolutely addictive. Now, I understand that you might be turned off from Birds of Prey. Some of you might be turned off by the re-imaging of her, since Rockstar Games and a lot of other people, Rocksteady Games, and a lot of other people have kind of changed her and more sexualized her. I am telling you, this is a quality program across the board. You have to give this a shot. Had me in tears of laughter. It is good stuff. Don't even get me started. So that's my entertainment recommendation for you. Other than that, in the entertainment world, there's really nothing going on. Celebrities still acting like fools. Twitter is still a war zone. I don't even know, I don't really like actors anymore, but I like their fictional characters, and I'm really looking forward to these theaters opening up, man. It's, where's my Wonder Woman? Okay, so we're gonna move on to our final one, and this is gonna start off like politics, but it's actually about American culture. Right now, I wanna point out to you, and it's gonna sound a little conspiratory, but for all of you who know who Jared Kushner is, that's right, that is the husband of Ivanka Trump. So this is interesting. He was registered to vote in New York State for 8 years as a woman. And at first I was like, this is clear representation of how horrible our bookkeeping and the bureaucracy that holds up elections are fake and weak and very easily fraudulent and all these other things. However, I had to analyze this. I had to look at this deeply, and what I realized is that's not what that is at all. That's absolutely not what that is. Look at an image of Jared Kushner, right? So look at him. Look at this image of Jared Kushner. No, doesn't he look like a high school kid who stole his dad's suit? Yeah. Now notice the extra padding in the shoulders, and I came to a very clear conclusion. Jared Kushner is really a woman. And I'm like, what? But yo, if you think about it, it totally makes sense. And I'm like, Ivanka, why aren't you and your husband pointing out that you are in a trans marriage? It's totally cool, man. It's 21st century. Embrace it, embrace it. Now, the thing is, when I really analyze it, remember, she's a conservative, and I think that, she doesn't want to mess up when she will inevitably be elected as America's first woman president. Now, regardless of what your politics are, and I'm not saying my politics are her politics, but I want you to think about it. She has all the characteristics of a future president. She's really good looking. She can get through a speech. She's really good at virtue signaling and kind of feeding on to the masses. You don't have to really know anything to be a president. I mean, let's face it, presidencies is not a meritocracy. And I mean, if anyone who's criticizing me about the concept of she's good looking, when you're breaking the glass ceiling of something that's populist and not based on merit, unfortunately, the person who breaks that glass ceiling has to be good looking. And I want you to look at Obama. He was not sore in the eyes. I mean, let's face it, Ben Carson was never going to be our first president because he's a dopey looking motherfucker. Right? So it's not a crime for either of these people to be attractive. But honestly, I really seriously do believe she will be our first woman president. You heard it here first, folks. So those are my 3 topics. What do you guys think? Are you Hawaiian shirt wearing Americans? Do you know anything about the Bungalow Boys? Because the only way I knew is my sister always points out the darkest, craziest parts of the internet for me. And she had to put me on to this crazy phenomenon, man. They're a menace. Please check out Harley Quinn. And other than that, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Remember to keep tuning into Voice of the Fat Mantis for fun game shenanigans, social commentary, great reviews, and of course, I got a lot more conspiracies coming for you. Until next time, ciao for now.